Hello everyone. In previous session we have discussed some basics of data structures in Python, that is list, tuple, set and dictionary. Now let's discuss all these one by one in detail. So let's first start from list. What is a list? So list is a sequence of values called items or elements. The elements can be of any data type. List is a more versatile data type. Why? Because we can use any type of value in elements of list. Lists are mutable, that means you can change, add, update elements in list. So now let's see the syntax of how to create a list in Python. In Python programming, a list is created by the placing all the elements inside a square bracket. So here you just have to remember about list that lists are always used in square brackets separated by commas. It can have any number of items and also they may be of any type like integer, float, string, any of type. So on right hand side all these practicals, let's see all these practicals have done. Let's see one by one how to create a list, how to create an empty list. Simply just write the name of list and equal to square brackets. It will create an empty list for you. If you want to insert some values, if you want to assign some values, then simply assign 1 2 3 in square brackets. It will print 1 2 3. Also, as list suppose multiple types of values in list. So here one is integer type, second one is your string type and third one is your float type. So it will also works. Now next move, we can also create list using list constructor. What is constructor? By creating when we create the object of that particular class. So you can use list constructor by this way. You will just simply write the variable name equal to list. Then list is a constructor, so within that you have to write the elements of list. So by this way you can also create a list. Next, if you want to create, if you want to access the elements of a list, how to access that particular elements of a list? By the index operator. So these are very much similar to array. So you can access elements of a list by the index value. Index always starts from 0. So if a list having 5 elements, then you will have index from 0 to 4. So also I have discussed about positive indexing and negative indexing. Negative indexing means like if you want to print the last element, just use -1 in that case. Okay, and for positive indexing, just indexing starts from 0. So here you can see how I am assessing. If I want to access a particular element at index 1, I'll just simply write list name and index number, suppose 1. So it will print hello. Next is your concept of nested list. Nested list, what is nested list? If you want to insert a list within a list, then you can use the concept of nested list. So what is nested list? How to declare it? Simply see, I'll just write the list name and within that I'll just use one element is welcome and another list in it. So when you print, it will get like this, welcome, then whole list will print. And if you want to access the element like 8, how will you access that particular element? It represents the location 1 of list 1 and this represents the location 0 of list 2. Then it will print, how this will print? Print my list 1 0. That means first location का जो आपका 0 element है, that will be printed like 8. Okay. Negative indexing, like if you want to print the last element, then simply write -1 of with list name. Simply write my list, then within square bracket just simply write -1 will print the last element of that particular list. Now next is we have discussed assessing the elements of a list. Negative indexing also done. Now how to change or add elements to a list? As I say, lists are mutable. That means you can add values, you can delete values, you can update values. So how to do that? There are many methods for that purpose. So let's discuss each method one by one. First of all, simply I'll just I'll just use a list name marks and some values simply printed. If you want to access particular element, or if you want to update particular element, then simply by index element you can update that element. Like at third position we have 87, but I want to update third position with 98, then simply write the list name, index number and equal to the latest value. When you print it, it will update that particular value. Okay, next method is add one element to a list. If you want to add one element at a time, then use the append method. What append method do? It will insert that particular element at the end of the list. Okay, so first method is when you want at a particular location to insert the element, then use the indexing concept. Second, if you want to insert an element at the end of the list, one element, then use the append method. Third one, insert one item at a desired location. So if you want to use insert method, then you first have to define the index position, and second parameter is the value you want to insert in the list. Okay, and last not least is your extend method. So what is extend method? By extend method you can add several items in the list at the end of the list. You can insert several items at the end of the list. By the see marks.extend 50, 60, 70, the whole list will be added at the end of the previous list. So these all methods are very easy to use and to understand. Next, as there are many ways to insert an element or insert many elements in a list, so there are many ways to delete or remove elements from a list. Let's see one by one. Firstly, if you want to delete whole list, then simply write delete del and the name of list, then it will delete entire list. If you want to delete a particular element of the list, then simply write del name of the list and the index number. So what will happen? The particular value at this index will be deleted. Okay, see here I first simply print marks list, then I'll have just deleted the element number at position 5. After that I just delete whole list. When I deleted whole list and want to print this marks list, then what will it give? It will give an error message that marks is not defined. Okay, so next method is if as the previous list has been now deleted, so I'll just create another list, marks, some values and print it. A clear method is also used to clear all the elements of the list, but the difference between del and clear is that clear will only delete the elements of the list, not the list. It will not delete the list, but marks will delete the whole list. Okay, so next, as you are saying here, when you want to print, when you try to print the marks list, it will not give you error, it will print you simply empty list. Okay, so next is your remove method. What remove method will do? The remove method used to remove given item from list dot remove. जो भी एलिमेंट आप डिलीट करना चाहते हैं, like 60 you want to delete from this particular list, then simply write 60. By this way you can delete that 60 from the list. Another method used here is pop method. What is pop method? You want to pop, always returns the last element of the list. By simply pop, the last element will be printed. Again, if you want to do pop, then another last element will be printed. And pop can also be used with index number also. So if you write marks dot pop index 0, then the element at index 0 will be popped. Next method is delete items in a list by assigning an empty list to a slice elements. So see how it will work. If you want to delete some elements from a list, so how will you do that? Simply assign the list name 1:3. It will work like indexing starts from 1 to less than this, like 1 to 2, as less than 3 means 2. So 1 position and 2 position element will be printed. Okay, so see how it works. If I write this is my list, then I'll print this list. These are some elements, then I write 1:2, 0, 1, 2. So see, the elements at 1 and 2 location will not be printed, because I'll just delete that element by assigning an empty list and print the value marks. Same way, if you want starting from 2 less than 4, so 2 to 3, like 0, 1, 2, 3. So 40 and 98 will be deleted and rest elements are printed here. Next is your concept of list operators. What are various list operators? First is your slicing operator. What does slicing operator do? If you want to print some values, some index values, then by slicing you can do that. So if I have a list SD College, just print this list SD College. If you want to print some elements from starting from 0 to 4, then just write list 0 to 4, 0:4. It will print starting 4 elements. Next, for negative indexing, if you want to start from -9 and कहाँ तक जाना चाहते हैं, -5 तक, so यहाँ से starting from -9 you can do that also. Next is your length operator, length function. Length will return the total number of elements present in the list. See, if I write length in brackets, I'll just pass the list 1, 2, 3, 4. It will return the value 4. Next is your concatenation. To concat two lists, to combine the elements of two lists, just simply write plus in that. Next is your star. Star will, what will do? It will repeat the occurrences of that particular list. Like I write list high and to star 4. That means 4 occurrences will be printed by this list. Next is your membership operator. That is not in and in. In will check that particular value is present in this or not, and it will result in true if this value is present in that list. Next is your iteration. Iteration is what if you want to use looping in case of list. Then what will you do? For x in, write the list elements and print simply x. Then it will print the elements of list one by one. So move to next. These are the functions which I have run here. Next, move to next. Slice list we have discussed. List methods, all these methods we have run here. Append method, we have discussed about append method. It takes a single item and adds it to the end of the list. So these are the examples of append method. What append method will do? If you want to add element at the end, then simply use append method. So adding element to a list, and if you want to add a complete list to a list, then you can do it by append. Count method, what count will return? The number of items. How many times an element has occurred in a list. Occurrence of an element, if it is repeated many times in a list, then it will be calculated by the count method of list. So here is an example of count method. If you simply write list dot count the occurrences of I. So occurrences of I at element in the list is 1. Occurrences of O is Okay, so count the occurrences of tuple and list inside the list. If you want to count the occurrences of tuple and list inside the list, see here what I did. In list I have used a tuple and list. So how to calculate the how to use the count method in it? Simply write list dot count AB. So AB will be one element as it represents a tuple, so it is considered a single element. Okay, again list count 3 4, as 3 4 is not present in this list, then it will return 0. We already discussed about extend method and we have seen the practical of extend method also. Next, what extend will do? It will extend the values at the end of list. Add elements of a tuple and set to a list. Elements of a tuple and set to a list. If you want to add, as we have not discussed about till now tuple and set. So let's see here what will happen if you want to add elements of a tuple and set to a list. So here represents a list, a tuple, and here is a set. So by using extend method you can do that. I hope you will understand now all these concepts as I explain these concepts by showing you practicals of all these concepts. Next one is your index method. Index method, what returns? It returns the index of element in the list. Okay, so here just I'll make some notes for you people, otherwise all the practical of these method I have shown to you. Next, this is an example of index method. By the element you can find the index value of that item. See here you are not getting the number of items, number of not count. It not work like count. It will work, it will return the value of index position. Like if you are writing I, then it will return the index position 1. Okay, next we have discussed insert method. We have discussed its function also, its programs also. So I think we have discussed these methods in detail and we have learned about these methods.